What's going on, everyone? It's Aseel Soueid from Diabetic Aesthetics. Going to be doing a Q&A video and haven't done one of these in a very long time. I'm really going to do my best to get one of these out every 2 to 3 weeks or so because I think it's seriously essential to do Q&A videos as a YouTube channel because it gives you guys a lot of kind of insight on my life, insight on who I am, and it gives us more of like a personal relationship and really just gives you guys insight into who I am, just to get to know me a little bit more. So I picked out 10 questions throughout my past few videos that you guys have been asking for the Q&A. I mentioned I was having one about like 3 weeks ago or so I'm finally getting to it. So I picked out 10 questions and I wrote them all down on my notes on my iPhone. So I'm gonna go ahead and read off the phone and go ahead and leave as many questions as you'd like in the comment section down below of this video. For my future Q&A, I'll be doing another one in about 2 weeks or so, and I'll definitely be getting one out. So go ahead, leave whatever you wanna ask. It could be fitness related, non-fitness related. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So question number 1. How long do your workouts last on average? So on average, my workouts I'd say last around an hour to an hour and 15 minutes at most. So I love the gym, guys. Obviously it's my passion. I love being in the gym. But at the same time, I hate being in the gym for an extremely long time. I cannot be in there for longer than an hour and a half. I'm not the type of person that's like there 2 hours a day grinding. And to be honest, people who preach that, I think is very stupid. We're trying to be in the gym, the least amount of time possible and get the best results. I don't like wasting my life in the gym. I'm not that type of guy. The gym is something that betters my life. And I'm not a slave to the gym, you know what I mean? The gym is kind of like a slave for me, and it works for me. I don't work for it, so at the same time, I am passionate about it, but I don't like being there forever. My compound lifts usually take the most amount of time. I spent probably around like 20 minutes or so on my first compound movements, like squat and bench, and then the rest of my workout just flows really quickly. It's really intense, so yeah, I'd say usually like an hour to an hour 15 minutes on average. And a lot of people, they email me and stuff, they're like, hey man, I'm looking for a workout program. They check out my website, they want to get personalized workout plans and stuff. They're like, I see you in your videos training 6 days a week. I want to get your results, but I can't train. I only have 3 days, 4 days in a week to train, so I'm obviously not going to be able to get results like you. That's not true at all, guys. You can actually make crazy amounts of progress 3 to 4 days a week, as long as you do maybe like a full body split or upper lower split, depending 3 or 4 days. But you can make incredible results, especially with the amount of recovery time you have with that. You can make some serious strength gains. So I always email them back telling them that you can get incredible results working just 3 or 4 days a week. So don't think you have to be in the gym 5, 6 days a week, 2 hours a day to get results. You really don't. But anyways, I get this a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and combine the 3rd and 4th question. What's your ethnicity and how old are you? My heritage is from Syria. I've been born and raised in America, lived all my life here, and I visited Syria a few times. But my parents are from Syria, so that's my heritage. I'm Syrian. And how old am I? I just recently turned 21 years old, so I get those questions a lot, but I kind of throw those in there. Anyways, next question. How much progress would you expect to see in your first year of lifting? That's a great question, man. So when it comes to your first year of lifting, I think that is the most important year ever. You're gonna experience the most amount of gains you ever have in your first year, whether you're doing things right or not. However, this is why I tell people to really do their research as soon as they start their lifting career, because if you do things the right way and take advantage of your beginner gains, you will be so far ahead of the game. Like if I was doing what I was doing now, and if I knew what I knew now when I first began weightlifting, oh my God, I literally would have had at least 10 extra pounds lean muscle mass on my body. I would have been twice as strong, and I just would have been so much more further ahead. That's why a lot of people also email me about online coaching. They're like, hey man, I'm a very beginner. I'm completely new to weightlifting. I don't know, is this right for me? Is online coaching right? And I personally wish I got an online coach when I first started my fitness journey. And I saw somebody in my position. I wish I reached out to them and dug into their brain a little bit and got some online coaching help, because I would have been so much further out. It's so important to really take advantage of your beginner gains and do things the right way from the very start, because you can probably put on like 15, 20 pounds of lean muscle mass if you do things 100% right from a first year. Obviously it goes down from there on, but if you take advantage of your newbie gains, then you definitely can go very far. That's why reach out to people, ask me as many questions as you want, and if you are looking for online coaching as a beginner, it's a great idea. Anyways, next question. How do you use your Lantus insulin? Do you split your dosage or take it once a day? I don't split my dosages. My Lantus insulin, I usually take it once a day at night. That's it. There's nothing else to it. I don't know how you would split it really. I don't even think that's really a thing, but obviously talk to your doctor about that. I'm no endocrinologist, he knows best. But me personally, I take it every night, once a night. Do you use creatine? So I actually haven't used creatine in, I'd say like 2 months, guys. But I actually have a vlog coming soon where I'm gonna be discussing how I kind of use creatine, my own tactics to make it work best for me, especially while I'm cutting. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be for sure very helpful, and it's gonna be a little bit different than what you guys are used to when it comes to information about creatine use. I'll definitely be letting you guys know how I use it to my advantage for it to work best. But yeah, I'll definitely be hopping back on that very soon. Are you ever going to be making t-shirts or a supplement? So when it comes to t-shirts, I actually am looking into making Diabetic Aesthetics apparel. I would say maybe when I hit around like 10,000 subscribers or something, I kind of have like a goal landmark. I'll definitely be, I think it would just be awesome to release some original Diabetic Aesthetics clothing and have you guys rep out the brand, man. Diabetic Aesthetics, have you rep out that logo. I think my logo is something that doesn't stand for just me. It truly stands for you. It stands for what you've been through, your conditions, your circumstances that you've conquered, and it's just something all about you. It's not about me, and I think it would be so freaking awesome to have people rep the logo. I love my freaking logo. I think it's badass. The meaning behind it is something I believe in full-heartedly, 110%. And I think it'd be cool to make some apparel. So I'm looking into that. A supplement company, I don't think I'd really ever start a supplement company. You never know where my life takes me, but I don't really see that happening. But you never know. I don't know. Still very young. Still got a lot of time. Who knows what kind of ideas come up in my head. But yeah, that answers that. Question number 9. This is a great one. I get this from time to time, and I think my answer could really help a lot of people out there, especially college students, man. But anyways, question number 9. How do you make the whole bodybuilding / fitness lifestyle work while being in a frat in college? Don't you party a lot? So yes, I am in a fraternity in college. I'm in Pi Kappa Phi, so shouts out to all you Pi Kappas watching that if you're in Pi Kappa. But how do I make that work? So I'm guessing you think, being in a frat, you party a lot and you're into that whole scene. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people in my fraternity and in fraternities in general in my school, yes, they are into that like partying lifestyle / scene. And when it comes to like going out and partying, being in a frat and stuff and doing what everyone does, going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you guys know how it is in college. Drinking is a big factor in college. It's something that's done a lot. And here's some advice that I have truly always been raised with ever since I've been growing up. I've always been told to be my own man. Never be a follower, be my own person. No matter what position I'm in, what I'm doing with my life, whether I'm a college student, whether I'm in some kind of organization, whatever, being in a group, being in a fraternity, whatever it may be, have your own path with that, do your own thing, be your own person with that, be a leader with it, don't be a sheep, don't be a part of the crowd. And while a lot of people do tend to party and, drink a lot and stuff like that, I do my own thing, man. I do what truly makes me happy, which is grinding on this stuff, growing this YouTube channel, creating content, editing videos and stuff. I'm a busy guy, so I have to do a lot of this stuff when I have the most amount of free time, which is usually the weekends and times where people are out partying, and like socializing and stuff. And I love to make that sacrifice. I truly don't care. Usually when I'm like, a ton of my friends are going out, they're having fun, they're partying, they're like, dude, why aren't you coming out? I'm like, oh, I gotta edit a video, I gotta do this, gotta take care of client work, blah, blah, blah. I'm growing a business here. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, not a lot of people understand that, and nobody's gonna understand that. Whether or not you have a YouTube channel or stuff, like this could apply to you. If you're trying to really dedicate yourself to like fitness and drink a lot less, you're not trying to go out every freaking night because that's like the status quo, right? In college, if you're not going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then who are you? What are you doing? You're not normal. You don't have to be a part of that, man. Be your own person. Do what truly makes you feel fulfilled. What truly makes you feel happy. Don't be a sheep. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, people are always going with the crowd. They're doing what others are doing. And that's something that I will never do, no matter what I'm doing with my life. So that's my biggest advice, man. Just do you. Do what makes you feel fulfilled, makes you feel happy. If you don't want to go out, don't go out. And that's my whole take about being in a fraternity in college. Long story short, I do what makes me happy, and I'm a leader, and people see that, and they have respect for that. And people even kind of tend to look at that, and they kind of envy it. They're just like, wow, how is this person doing his own thing? And people respect you for that. You really build up a reputation for that. So don't feel ashamed for not wanting to do the same thing everyone else is doing, okay? Anyways, that answers that. I hope that really clears your mind a little bit, because when I first came to college and I saw all these people I just think it's just wasting your time drinking and all that stuff like 3-4 days a week. It really bothered me. I was just like, damn, I feel like I was the only person who felt like I was alone when I never really wanted to do that every 3-4 times a week. And don't get me wrong, I do have a social life. I love to go out, I love to have a good time, like have a few drinks with my buddies and just have a good ass time, but I don't like to be a slave of it like most people. I like to do it when I like to do it, and I'm not with the crowd. I'm not a sheep. Be a leader, and be your own person, man. That's my best advice for that. Last and final question. Do you eat cheat meals, and if so, how often? So to be honest, I don't really have cheat meals because I don't need to. You might consider cheat meals like going out in restaurants and eating things you enjoy, right? I don't know, whatever restaurant it may be. You can always make room for that in your diet. You know, apply intermittent fasting. If you know you're about to have dinner, let's say, really nice dinner that may be a lot higher in calories than what you're used to, it's not no chicken and rice, then eat very low in fat, very low in carbs, and just higher in protein throughout the day until you're at that dinner. So, you know, you have a good 1,500 calories, 2,000 calories to work with for your cheat meal. So technically, it's not really a cheat meal. You might go over your certain macros, you might not hit your goal macros, but as long as you hit your calorie goal, you're at the same calorie goal line, then you're really not cheating. So that's kind of my biggest advice there. You don't really need to have time for cheat meals. Now, do I ever have days where, okay, you know what, I'm gonna pig out and go over my calories? Yeah, it happens. And you know what? It's all right. As long as you're doing it every now and then, and you know, it's for a purpose, just to kind of give yourself a little bit of self-relief. Say you're dieting, you know, make it a little bit of a refeed once every 2 weeks or so, then you'll be fine. You shouldn't really let it set you back too much. But anyways, I really wanted to make this Q&A as quick as possible. I really like to elaborate on questions and dive deeper into them. I'm not the type of person that likes to just answer a question and then go on to the next one. So that's why I only chose 10 of them. That's gonna wrap up the Q&A, and go ahead, just leave as many questions as you want, fitness or non-fitness related, for my next Q&A, and I'd love to answer them. I'll be sure to do one in the next coming 2 weeks. And I really hope you all enjoyed this one. Hope I answered these questions in a deeper level. And if you liked it, please don't forget to give this video a like. It really means a lot to me. Comment down below with your questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of cool content that's gonna help you out, and a lot of entertaining content as well. Hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll see y'all in the next video.